Hello? Oh, we're back. Okay, great. Well, I mean, welcome back. I'm finally gonna get back to playing the story. I've been wanting to get back to it. But if you're new here, I'm M. Thanks for coming here. I just stream for fun mostly, and I really like FGO, so I thought it'd be a fun game to actually really stream a lot. Since this is like probably the game I play like the most of all other ones. Things like Gacha, it's fun. Great series, very fun. It's a very fun series. Lots of wacky stuff that happens. It's a very much like a series that's able to take itself really serious when it wants to, but also it's able to like joke around. So I thought it'd be a fun game to stream, especially with Lostbelt 6 for FGO, which is pretty much universally regarded as like one of the best chapters in the game. So this is the third time we're doing this, and we're going to continue on. Now, I don't know where this is supposed to stop, because supposedly there's supposed to be like I believe 3 parts, if I remember right, to this specific Lostbelt. So I'm gonna, oh, okay. Meanwhile, 7 days after she got separated from Imp, the girl managed to make it out of the nameless woods on her own, ahead of the others. What is the difference in her innate servant abilities? Simply a stroke of luck? Neither, in fact. She was simply swept along by the moor current and unceremoniously spatted out somewhere. No. The outcome speaks for itself. Void of her strength. Oh wait, I forgot. I had to do something real quickly. I just want to turn off notifications. I don't want them coming up when I'm streaming. Okay, that should be good. Deprived of her strength, her equipment in pieces, she could only collapse by the highway. This is bad. This is very bad if she stays here too long. See? What'd I tell you? I knew there would be 1 or 2 around this time of year. Check it out, a premium wind fairy. This keeps us fed the whole winter. Should be easy picking for slave hunters who prey on fairies who wander out of the woods. Oi, get a collar on her before she wake up. I don't know who she is, but it won't matter once we sell her. We'll make a bundle. She got a nice warm bed and someone to keep her company. Now that's what I call a win-win. Ah! A wolf! There's a wolf here. Grr, 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 grr. And unfortunately, fate had other plans for her. No wonder she's my favorite. Oh, okay, this has to be Merlin speaking. That fluffy guy next to her is Sage Grim, the White Fang. These thugs won't get near her, or not when he's around. Nah. Ah, crap, she's awake. And she looks really strong too. We're dead. Who are you? No, wait. Why am I clashed on the floor? Damn. Whew. Just don't remember anything. Hey there, little lady. I just, you know. Oh, a group of caring caretakers. It's our job to help any fae who collapse on the side of the road. Yeah, that's it. We're here to help you. Go on, get in the cart. It's the latest model for Norwich, and it's way better than walking. One of us pulls while the other 2 smile. That way, 2 can relax and only one has to do the work. But hey, don't worry. You're a valiant merchant. Guess. We'll never make you pull the carts. Now, what are you gonna call you, Miss, Say, what do you think of Alice, brothers? does not have a nice, great name for her? Isn't that a name? Does it not seem like a good name for her? You mean we're not going with Urchi, like usual? Well, I guess it's a little change of pace wouldn't hurt. Sounds good to you, eh? A nice. It's weird names. Now go on, try to stand up. Here, hold on to me if you need. Besides, you don't want to be lying around on the ground too long, or great wob gobble googly caterpillar eat you right up. Okay, thank you. Whoa, what's all this metal? It's got an iron shield, iron armor, and what's this? A caster? Damn, I think she might be one of the Queen's Knights, seeing how she got all these weapons. You, sure this is a good idea? What if the Queen kills us? Ha! You're so a big scaredy cat, aren't you, Wag? Don't worry about it. Even if she's one of the Queen's Knights, who cares? It doesn't matter if she can't remember anything. Yeah, what's gonna happen when she doesn't even know her own name? And if she doesn't have a place to call home, what's wrong with taking her to a new one? That's our merchandise, of course. The three Fae knowingly exchanged a knowing look and cackle. And so, she and all her things wound up on a cart, with not a clue as to who she is. The cart began heading north, toward Gwaswitch, beginning another separate journey. But, all that aside, hey, well, it's still following us. What do we do, brothers? You really don't want to mess with his like. They say if you kill one, you'll become a Moag. Guess we'll just have to let him tag along too. Maybe we could just sell him off along with that girl. Don't worry, these Fays won't have much luck as long as her intimidating furry friend is along. Okay, so then we just don't know what happened to Da Vinci. Game. Come on. You do it. Come on. What the fuck do you mean I disconnected? Sorry, don't shoot me out on my shit. I'm only on chapter 2, fuck. I thought it was farther along. Beautiful, isn't it? This is the center of Britain's Lostbelt. See that super ominous castle looking over there? That's Camelot. These days, Britain's divided into North and South regions, and Camelot sits between them. Most people live here in the southern central area. The four main series in this region are Silbury, the Great Cathedral, Northwich, the nearest port town, Glaswich, the city of fashion, and Oxford, the Great Dining Hall. Each city is run by the head of the Fae clan. Sorry, do you know where Da Vinci Mash is? Oh, I see. So there were others from Chaldea with you. I'm very sorry, but you were the only one I was managed to find. As you can see, it's just me right now, so tracking you down would be the best I could do. But that leads nicely to my next point. Can you tell me what this mash of yours looked like? As long as I know what she looks like, I can have my Blanc look for her. Blanc? Who's that? Didn't you say you were alone? Oh, right, here. Let me introduce you. It's a moth! Pretty cute, right? I talk to her a lot. I guess you could call her my friend. It's so cute, but also really kind of gross. You know, actually, looking at this is really weird. I don't like those. I don't like those legs. Anyway, she's very neat, very smart, and above all, she's a hard worker. If anyone can track down Mash, she can. Okay, now that that's settled, how about we start by sharing what we all know about one another? You tell me your story, and I'll tell you mine. So, like, there I was, surrounded by furries. I see, so you conquered 5 Lostbelts thus far. And while you weren't originally planned to come to Britain, you, Mass, Leonardo, and Tristan wound up coming here to investigate this collapse. But then, after the 4 you landed here, you got separated in the nameless woods. That's unfortunate. No, I'm sorry, I couldn't be more helpful. I had no idea you weren't the only ones lost. If I had been a bit more attentive back then, maybe I could have tracked down Max Leonardo as well. But I was so excited about finding you, I forgot all about everything else. Ah, so you were the one I saw a lot when I was losing consciousness. For the time being, there's only one thing we can and should check. Mash is your contracted servant, right? Then you should have a magical energy connection with her. If it's still active, then we still know she's alive, even if we don't know where she is. How about it? Can you check on that for us? Huh, she's alive, probably. I mean, I guess we could use a command seal to get her over here, but then again, it's probably not that great of an idea considering the fact that. That's a good question. I don't think they actually have showed this, like either in the manga or like the anime, that like if Fujimaru is actually able to like use a command seal to like specifically like teleport a servant. Because he has mystic codes for that, but like. And again, it's also important that we have it for the Black Barrel. Leonardo's a servant too, right? Then I'm sure she's still alive and cooking. Fortunately, the Fae here can't tell the difference between their fellow Fae folk and servants. As long as they're not human, they shouldn't be in too much danger. So let's just stay calm and trust them to handle themselves. Next, Alteria. Is there something you'd like to say to me? No, nothing right now. Anyway, honestly, I'm still trying to wrap my head around this whole everything about Chaldea, proper human history, Lostbelts, and so on. Getting back to servants, heroic spirits. Is that like a human turning into a Fae after they die? And you say that both you and Tristan are servants yourself? That's right. If you want to know more about heroic spirits and servants, I'm sure Emp there could be happy to fill you in on it along the way. Besides, between the regiment of this Lostbelt and the master from proper human history, we've had much guests in the world. You two should be able to catch up to each other up on everything. On the way, you say? Does that mean you have a destination in mind, Obion? I do indeed. When you're trying to track someone down, a big city is your best bet. Besides, you and Em both need to get used to the way things here work here in Fae Britain. So, our next stop is Solaire, the biggest city in the south. There we'll find food, clothing, shelter, everything we need really. It's just about a full day's walk, and it's just a full day's walk from here, and I know you'll be up all night, but do you think you can make the tread? We don't have time to sit around. I want to see Garwin. I want to see what Bargus is doing up. I need to know if Bargus actually eats the Belovers. I need to know. I'm really curious about that. I don't know. Let's not be hasty. I know how you must have feel, but like I said, now's the time to take it easy. Remember, Britain's a big place, and if you keep pushing yourself hard, you'll burn out long before we find Mash. Don't worry. You can tell she's still okay because you're her master, right? Well, my own intuition is telling me she's perfectly safe too. I am the Fae King, so that really means something. Let's start with Solaire. Wait, sorry. Silly Berry. And find out the rest from there. So Berry, huh? What should I do? It might be kind of dangerous to go back now. But I can't leave Emp to fend for himself. Plus, I don't care about what this Oregon guy says. He really seems a lot like Merlin. Would it be okay if I tag along too, Emp? I know I mistakenly went by Mash's name for a while there. But I want to know more about you and about, oh, right, proper human history. Right, of course. Oh gosh, what am I even saying? Of course you wouldn't want to bunk him like me to tackle. Huh? You're shaking my hand again? Does that mean it's okay? Of course. Come along. Oh man, this is gonna hurt so much when she dies. I know they're gonna do something to her. I know already. Ah, yes. Now that's quite a lovely friendship. I was definitely on pins and needles back in Cornwall, but it seems not interfering with the right choice after all. In theoretical terms, I believe this is the part where we say, now that the actors are in place, the real story can begin. Chaldea alone won't be enough. The child prophecy alone won't get there in time. So, we'll need to defeat the mighty Morgan. Oh wait, shoot! I didn't realize. Is there more? Oh, there is more shit I can get. Cool. I didn't realize there's actually parts to this. Let's see. Okay, so like 3. That's not bad. Oh wait. Oh shoot! All of them give me extra. Okay, that's great. That's good. That's more same quirks I have for the next banner. Let's see. I want to get as much XP as I can. Not XP. I want to get as much bonding points I can get. Let's see. I think Carmilla just got to bond 13. Yeah, that's gonna be a while. BB's gonna also take a while. So I'm not gonna get anything probably too soon. Let me check the other ones. No, it's around with BB's. I don't think anyone else has particularly close to getting bond up. Yeah, I think the next one would be. Oh, I have to. Okay, I have to get around to doing that. Oh, never mind. Castoria is close. Carmilla's gonna take a really long time to do this. I think it might just be better. Or cast. Oh, but she's not gonna be great. Okay. What should I do? What should I do? I would like to get Karen up to level to bond 10. So okay, I think I'm just gonna stick with Carmilla here. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna even reach it by the time I probably finish this. Probably not gonna be able to even reach the amount needed for Castoria to be at that level. Yeah, Baby's definitely not gonna get to that too. So, oh well. I guess I just have to hope and see if I get like enough sync quirks from doing the story and the logins just to actually get enough for the next banner. The The prophecy was true. The girl that is our star of hope. She'll be our salvation. She'll be our path to forgiveness. She's our savior, who drift to our shores from a ship full of treasure. She's the one who will hear the voice of paradise and chant the protected name. Ah, dear Alteria, may you grow to the age of 16, healthy and strong. May the Queen's soldiers never find you. One day, we'll go on a journey and ring the 6 bells and save all of Britain. A journey to welcome our true king. Gloucester, Sabale, Oxford, Northwich, and Oakerney. Spurs are weird names. We may not know where the 6th bell is, but we are confident you'll find it. The Stafford selection has chosen you. You are Fae Britain's only hope. Now go on. Hurry, 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 hurry. Hurry and greet your 16th birthday. We have complete faith in you. The village is done for. The executioner squads are here. Is that Santa? Why is his face so defined? Holy shit. I'm sorry, he's so defining. You literally see every curl in his hair. Wow, they really upped the budget for this one. Hold your head high. Grip your staff tight. Now it's time to begin your journey, Alteria. Remember, no matter what anyone says, you are unquestionably the child of prophecies. You are the spinning image of her. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm so weak. Sorry I can't live up to your expectations. I'll do my best. I promise. As much as I can. Smack, smack. Oh, is he poking her? That's such a Fujimaru thing to do. Huh? Oh no, I was asleep. Just remembered Christian playing his harp and then... Ah, how this saddens me. I was merely trying to soothe your exhaustion. But I cannot help but notice you don't seem to care for my music. I mean, maid Autoria. I'm sorry. I'm just not used to hearing music. But it really did help me fall asleep peacefully. I'd love if you get to play for me again when it's bedtime. Ouch, you ruined me, maid Autoria. Why is he calling her maid? No bard wants to be told his music puts people to sleep. Hey, you can't blame her. We've been walking non-stop nearly all day. We're all exhausted. That's why we're camping out here tonight before making our way to Solbert tomorrow morning. Also, did the butterfly on his finger change? Altair, you can put up a bounded field to keep away wild animals, right? I'd hate to ask you since I know you're sleepy, but you wouldn't mind. Oh yes, of course. Okay, I'll be back soon. Now then. I know we told Altair that proper human history is like a parallel world to Britain, but of course, that's not the whole truth, is it? The truth is, proper human history is the rightful historical timeline, and fundamentally incomparable with this world's Fae Britain. As Candeia, you have to erase the Lostbelt to ensure humanity's future. Now that you're trying to come up with a way to tell Altaria this without hurting her too badly. I know it's wrong to hide, but... I see, I suppose you have betrayed the people of 5 Lostbelts already. Wow, dude, dick. Don't need to fucking say it like that. Oh, I mean, I wanted to say versus summons, but like, shot. Dude, fuck. Damn. I usually pride myself on being an excellent conversationalist. But even I'm having trouble to keep up with the right words to heal the wounds in your hearts. So for now, the best I could do is to offer some words of consolation. It's okay, Em. This Lostbelt won't fall by your hands. Remember, it's falling apart on its own. If anything, I'd say you're doing it a favor. A favor? Yes, indeed. Human history simply could not ever prosper in this version of Britain. It's a flawed world that's always destined for destruction. History took a dreadful wrong turn here. The only problem is that it threatens to take proper human history down with it, while it goes down to pot. That's a wait, what? With it when it all goes to pot. Rich people are fucking weird if they speak like this. That's why guys like us, from proper human history, have to do whatever we can to save it. Sorry, wait, hold on. I just noticed something. Am I... Oh, never mind. Okay. Sorry, I thought it was slightly off the framing. I wanted to make sure that it's actually centered. Alright. And that means defeating the one who's been ruling it from on high for 2,000 years. High Queen Morgan. Hold on. Did you just say Morgan? As in that Morgan? Yep, that Morgan. The same one who proved to be King Arthur's ultimate Achilles heel in proper human history. Even after he united all of Britain. The extraordinary witch who lured King Arthur into countless traps so she could take over Camelot herself. And the mother of Morgan, the treacherous knight, the child of King Arthur, who proved to be his downfall. The one who ultimately destroyed Britain, and here, she's Fae Britain's ruler, and she will bring it to ruin. Let's see. I think your Chaldeans would probably refer to her as the Lostbelt's king. Queen Morgan, like the one I have in Chaldea. Anyway, based on everything you told me, it sounds like Morgan's behind the outside world anomaly. So, as long as you could defeat her, that would bring an end to the threat of proper human history. After all, you could just leave this place to its fate. Whether it falls apart or pulls itself back together, you wouldn't need to feel bad about it. Look, over there. What was it a Lostbelt needs to survive again? What was it a Lostbelt needs to survive again? Okay, some of the English here is a bit weird. A tree of emptiness. Well, I'm guessing this world's tree, the giant ash over there beyond the sea, is it. And as you can see, it's been dead for a long time. So this Britain definitely hasn't got long left. Was it on fire at some point? Oh yeah, now that you mention it, it was. It went up in flames not too long ago, then died again just as quickly as it started. I wonder what that was all about. Anyway, I think that's enough talk for tonight. Don't want to overdo it, the info dumping. So, even if you don't remember anything we talked about tonight, at least remember this. Defeat High Queen Morgan, ruler of Fae Britain. Nice and simple, right? As for the rest, I'll tell you once we reach somewhere. Once you see a face here for yourself, I think you could have a much better handle on what life in Britain's like. Whoops, sorry to interrupt, but I think we got some monsters. Get ready to fight, Em.
I'm so sorry. I accidentally skipped a few steps, and when I was setting up the bounded field, I ended up summoning a pack of wild birds by mistake. Can you help me out, please?
I never thought that they would... Okay, wait, hold on. I never thought that they would come where my lead would beg for help. Sorry, I keep on forgetting she's not King Arthur. I knew. Oh gosh, it's so embarrassing. I'm gonna actually turn off notifications right now. Where's the way to do it? Notification settings. No, that's not it. Can I not temporarily turn it off? Huh. I thought there was a way for me to temporarily turn it off. Let's see. No, just clearing it. I may not have it. Okay, I think I did it. Alright. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting it. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting that she's not King Arthur I knew. Oh, this is so embarrassing. And when she's not, I'm so glad to have her around. Me too. It's such an honor to actually make me feel sorry for the other. It's such an honor that it actually makes me feel sorry for the other Knights of the Round Table. Here they come. Be careful. Britain's beats are not to be trifled with. Oh man, it's starting to get hot. Fuck. Oh, let's see. Oh, that's right. Wait, I think I have to turn up the volume a little bit more. Okay, that should be better. Wait, actually... Goes 6. Okay, that should be enough to just hear the music. Alright, let's see. Alright, that should be enough. Got a Noble Phantasm them. Morgan should be able to kill them. At least the first wave. And then... Okay, cool. Okay, then we'll just Noble Phantasm with Vargas and that should be over. Now, I think it's 3 days from now. I think it's supposed to be the next banner, right? Because right now for the current banner, it says it ends on the 6th of the... I think the 6th of the 19th of June. So that means... Okay, yeah, so just it's easy. So then that means that we should be able to actually get, I could probably do a stream where I'm just trying to roll for, Lancelot, for Faye Lancelot. And I also want to do, I think that might be also around the time where the anniversary will start to be, or we'll be somewhat close by at that point. If I remember correctly, I think the anniversary is like somewhere, I think it's the 7th? Is it in July or is it like in the near the end of June? I don't remember which one it is. That's it. But I do plan on probably streaming it. I should be probably done with should be done with Lostbelt 6 by that point. So I should have enough for at least a few 10 rolls. Oh damn, that's almost 2,000. Nice, okay, that's cool. Yay, we won! No, we trounced them! Man, that feels good. I love beating up the weaker species. Ah, this makes me happy. This is the first battle I won single-handedly since being summoned. Hey, Altaria. I'm gonna tease Altaria through this entirety of this.
No, it's nothing. I'm not competitive at all. Really, I'm just glad to be able to contribute. Haha.
I see. So you were strong enough to handle a murder of night crows that without trouble, huh? Very nice. That's even better than I expected. Tristan, your bow may not be particularly strong, but its range is exceptional. You're clearly well suited for battles against large groups. With you on our side, we can win no matter how outnumbered we may be. And as for you, Altaria, you're pretty much a wild card from the way, Altaria, you're much more of a wild card than you look. Is that strange tool of yours handmade? A rare weapon like that could be extremely effective against an opponent who's never seen it before, especially as an extraction. And above all else, your summonings were fantastic, Imp. Temporarily summoning heroic spirits to aid in battle, huh? I had no idea it was such a flexible and powerful way to fight. Human Magecraft doesn't tend to work well against the Fae, but summoning heroic spirits is definitely an exception. The only problem is how long you could last, given the incredible demand of stamina, magical energy, and sheer luck. Plus, it seems like the longer the battle lasts, the more toll it takes on you. But as long as you're careful about that, you should be able to handle anyone, Fae or not.
Wait a moment. Human Magecraft? You can use Magecraft, Imp?
I suck at it.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry, I just was taken back. See, Magecraft isn't really used much in Britain. Basically, Fae perform sacraments without any help from basic Magecraft spells or mouse codes. So, Magecraft is considered unnecessary at best and practically only practiced by weirdos at worst. In fact, to be totally blunt, if you tell people you use Magecraft here, they tend to look at you funny and ask, why would you go through all that trouble?
I see. You do have a point. Fae simply have no need of Magecraft. And as Britain's lay dormant by fairies, that would mean Magecraft is effectively worthless here. So why do you use it, Altaria?
Oh man, after everything I said, you really went there, huh, Amp?
No, was an honest question, Altair. You know he doesn't know anything about by it, right? Anyway, you don't have to answer if you read or not. As for you, Em, it's just you wait a better time before bringing this up again. Anyway, I think we might have gotten distracted from our main purpose. Now that we got this nice camp set up, and we could use it to get a good night's rest. I'm sure there's more you'll like to know about Altair, but why don't we save that for tomorrow? Fortunately, there are none of the Queen's soldiers, no morgues, and no rebel army around here. Once we wake up in the morning, it's only another hour's walk to Silver, and where we'll be able to have a more in-depth conversation. After all, if you're gonna have fun discussion, you should save it for a nice and relaxed place, right? I don't trust you. I don't trust the Mothman. Okay, how many am I supposed to get by the way? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, so about 8. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, yeah, that's not bad. That should be... Alright, so that's gonna get me a lot closer, and I think by ending, probably by beating both part 1 and part 2, I should be able to actually get, probably around, like, 3 10 summons? Probably, like, about 90 Snake Works, maybe? And that's the gist of the history up to 2017, and we're in the year 2023.
Wow, so other worlds really do exist. England, Scotland, Ireland. You say there's more countries beyond the Isles too, like France and Italy? I can't even imagine so many different countries and cultures and people. It sounds like you really come from a wonderful world. Written without the face, huh? That sounds such a nice change of pace.
Okay, racist. Well, from what Emp is sitting, I imagine that he would find this Britain full of fays to be quite a change of pace. I do have to correct you on one thing, though. It's not that there aren't any fays in all proper human history, where Emp comes from. While mystics have definitely faded since the AD era began, fae are still around. Though, of course, there's far fewer of them, and they don't really reveal themselves to humans much. Heck, I'm a fae heroic spirit myself. Come to think of Orbeon, aren't you from a Midsummer Night Dream? Written by William Shakespeare, England's greatest playwright. It might well be one of the most famous stories about fae. It's basically about love. Squares about human. And two of the most important characters are Orbeon, the king of fairies, and his queen, Tatanine. In the story, Orbeon wants Tatanine to give him one of her pages. So he hatched a plan to evolve a potion that would cause the drinker to fall in love with the first living thing they see upon waking. And two humans end up taking it by mistake. Causes them to forget about the person they love and mistakenly believe they're fated to be with someone else. Well, without going into much detail, it all wrapped up nicely in the end. Wait, hold on, so usually this guy tried to drug his wife? That's fucked up. It's sort of a comedy of errors focused on love and miscommunication you see everywhere, like in your Japanese animes. But unfortunately for me, it became so popular that it kept being retold for generations. Thanks to that, the world's fae is now synonymous with mysterious pluck and narrow-minded King Orbeon. So, at least in one sense, I might be the most famous fae in the world. If you never read it before, you should give it a shot once you get back to Chaldea. It doesn't paint the most flattering picture of me, unfortunately, but never mind that. Just to be clear, I swear, I wasn't trying to make trouble, okay? Just a plot device, really. Only there to get the romantic hijinks rolling.
So then, does that mean you're a fictional character, Orbeon? Is it even possible for someone as vaguely defined as that to become a servant? No, it isn't. While Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night Dreams is indeed how he's best known, the legend of Orbeon, the Fey King, has existed in Europe since ancient times. Perhaps most notably, there's a poem about him from the 15th century, well before Shakespeare's time, where he's described as a king of Fey who used magic to make any wish come true.
Really? I didn't know that one. The point is, the character was inspired by an existing model, and that model may as well became the base for my servant form. Which came first? Who knows? Just another version of chicken and egg problem. What about Titania? Oh, she's Shakespeare, alright. There's no legend in Fey history of anyone by that name. The name Titania comes from probably the name of Titans of Greek mythology. Orbeon in A Midsummer Night Dream is pretty self-centered after all. You could probably never find you could oh gosh, this is a fucking insult. You could never find a lady who would tolerate him, so Shakespeare had to make one up. Damn, he called him bitchless. And I digress. Sorry for wasting our time. The bear's up ahead. Don't worry about the guards. I don't handle them. All you three have to do is to stay quiet. It's okay. My face is basically a free pass in the city. Oh, right. One more thing. Do not tell them your name if they ask. You can't avoid answering. Make something up. We don't need someone else finding out you're human. You never know who might be listening. Hold on. Isn't it dangerous to lie to Fae? I heard their eyes can see through falsehoods. If so, shouldn't we try to avoid lying whatever possible? Oh, don't worry. The Fae here don't have powers like that.
I don't know if they lost them thanks to all the prosperity or if they just threw it away in order to prosper. But either way, they definitely can't tell the truth and lies anymore. The only way you can tell if you're dealing with a good person or not is whether or not is when everything's said and done. How else could someone as evil as Morgan have stayed at the top of the world for so long? Wow, this place is really a huge chasball. Oh, how giddy of me. The air here is very different from Cornwall. There may be Fae everywhere, we turn here too, but I can't sense anything dangerous about them. They all seem happy and full of good cheer. Is there some sort of festival taking place today, or something? No, this is just life in Sabert. It's the only free town in all of Britain. Only free. There are about 200,000 people living here in Sabert. Some are the Wind, Earth, and Fang fairies. Some of the fairies who emerge spontaneously from nature, and some are even independent of humans. And some are even independent humans. Independent humans? Humans who have won their freedom and now belong to no one but Britain itself. I was hoping to tell you about that aspect of life here once everything was settled down, but I guess it's bound to come up sooner or later. Since the great cathedral is here, this seems like a good place as any to get into it. You Chaldeans may have thought that there were no humans here in the Lostbelt, but strictly speaking, that's not true. Humans do exist here. They're just not the top of the hierarchy. Here, they're used as tools to enrich in fairy society. In proper human history terms, they're essentially slaves. Okay. Before I was coming here, I thought they were like more treated like drugs. Since like the whole thing that happened with the hobo village. Didn't you think there was something strange about this city? It's wrong, twisted, unseemingly so. Right, it's more of a human city than the Fey one. Exactly. They are supposed to live in harmony with nature. Even when they form communities, it's always forest children, stone children gathering under a same great mother. We're always just like the divine spirits of the planet, who never possessed a culture of their own. But as you can see, Great Britain has become a place where Fays intimate. Why can I not speak English? Intimidate, not intimidate. Intimidate human society. For about 14,000 years, fairies here have raised humans like cattle. At that time, they used humans' intercreativity as entertainments, which in turn allowed them to flourish. Fairies live a long time, and they require no substance whatsoever. And if there's nothing they can do, they never change. They never try anything new. In contrast, humans have countless weaknesses. They live short lives, their injuries don't heal, they need food to survive, and they can easily be killed by wild beasts. So naturally, humans come up with all sorts of things that allow them to survive and flourish in spite of all the weaknesses. I'm guessing the fairies found that kind of thing of humans thinking to be so absolutely fascinating. It's like finding a shiny new toy. So they kept keeping humans as livestock, following them by superficial copying their culture with cities like this one. They completely ignored the substance behind humans' agriculture, architecture, and various fields of study. Instead of only intimidating it at the most basic, superficial level. Anything they can't copy manually, they fudge with magical energy. The cathedral there is the worst offender. Fairies have no gods and no religion. There's no point of making a cathedral, they just thought it was funny. that Fey Britain culture? It's how they treat humans. Huh. So basically it's just a ripoff of human culture. That's interesting. Well, I guess you can put it that way. Still, as a Fae myself, I can understand how things got to this point. While they definitely took things too far, it makes sense that they would get like this when a world where humans are in danger. Both in human proper history and in this Lostbelt, humans are Fae's favorite source of luxury entertainment. This land came to be known as Fae Britain when the Fae began regulating humans at a sociological level. It's also the key political policy of High Queen Morgan, your enemy. Huh, you guys are gonna fight the Queen Morgan? Yep, or at least that's the current plan. Isn't that right, Imp? I still don't know how to handle the situation, but I still know we need to meet her. But we need to find my 2 other companions. Oh, right, we do, don't we? First things first on all that. Why don't we start with the pub? There's always people coming and going into pubs, and some of them may know something useful. Why did you stop? Is something wrong? You helped me out a lot, and I really do appreciate it, but... Oh, what should I do? If he's gonna fight High King Moria, it only complicates things if I stuck around. I want to stay and help him until he finds Mash, but maybe it might be better to go our separate ways here. So that's how it is. By the way, Alturia, you do know what they do to humans in the city they catch without their owners. They capture as ranch. They're captured as ranch escapees and sent up to New Darlingtown. New Darlingtown? Was it New Darlingtown? The National Slaughterhouse Theater? What the fuck? That's horrible. But wait, isn't Slaughter supposed to be a free city? The head of the Wing Clan runs this place, right? Surely they wouldn't do something so horrific. Not necessarily. Not even the head of the Wing Clan could defy the High Queen. So it would definitely be to our advantage to have many trusty collaborators with us as we can. Emperor still doesn't know right from left here, and on top of that, he's a human. Found an owner to watch over him, just like the Nameless Woods all over again. I do it myself, but since I'm obviously nobility, even royal, it would strain credibility if I claimed a human of unknown origin as one of my attendees. You, on the other hand, would be a perfect fit for him. Don't worry, I'm not going to ask you to stay with him forever, just while we're in Silberry. You prefer that being over alone, right, Imp? I guess you're right. Being alone in Britain these days would make you more likely to attract suspicion from authorities. But what about Tristan? Can he pretend to be Imp's owner? He probably could, but Tristan knows just as a little about Frey Britain as Imp. It wouldn't take much question for one of the clan guards to expose the farce. I wouldn't go that route unless we had no other choice. But if I have a human attendant, that would mean I would be an upper class fairy. Aw, she's so cute. I love her. I'm gonna take pictures of her. I'm gonna post this about later. She's so cute. I love her. I see. I'm starting to see what. I mean, I like Altori already. I like Casa Rotori already. I like her from her bond lines. You know, I like her from her dialogue and everything. It's neat, but like, I'm glad to see she's like a very flustered kind of character. And what would also make me M's owner and it would just be pretend. Or were you actually hoping to make him your pet? Bitch, kinky. No, I couldn't. Pretend is fine. I'm still too much young for that. My concubine? Because that's what's happening right now? Great, then it's settled. Imp, Tara's gonna be your owner for a while. It'll be the safest way to travel here. Nick, you can play along. Where I have actual experience with acting.
Wait, hold on. I kind of want to see what the other dialogue was. Okay.
Besides, we come this far together, so certainly we don't mind traveling together a little longer. In fact, looking on the bright side, this might just make me one of my childhood dreams come true.
Oh? And what dream would that be?
The same dream every Frey who grew up in the country has, joining the ranks of of upper class city folk.
And hey there, my good Siberians! How are you all this fine day? That's right, it is I, Orbeon, the king of the Fae of the Autumn Woods, the missionary of peace, flowers, and fairy tales, here to grant you with my boisterous presence. Oh hey, Orbeon, it's glad to see that you're doing well. Nice to see you're back in Sibler again. Just make sure you don't put anything on your tab today, you hear? Orbeon, I knew you'd come to a drink was a good idea. Oi, when you pay Matt the money I'll loan you.
I still have to thank you for helping out the other day, Orion. Your advice really got the trees in my backyard to settle down.
What?
I'm still waiting for you to pay me back, though.
Lovely,
Orion. You have some time to spare, right? You simply must attend our tea party today. I'm still waiting for you to pay me back, though.
That poor little prince with a 10,000-year tab? Don't worry, I'll cover this round. I'm still waiting for you to pay me back, though. Well, cut that out. Stop pointing out how popular I am. I'm here with important friends today. Save the money talk about another time, alright? Ha 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 ha. We know, we just... Don't worry, we're all joking. You're rich in our lives way more than the Queen's banknotes could ever. We're happy to treat you. You're dead, Orbeon?
So you're poor, even though you call yourself a king.
Well, yes, my financials are a little leany just now, but lately, I'm flat broke. Well, what do you expect? When I'm summoning here in Fey Britain, all I had on me was a cloak. I walked up in the forest, piled high with dead leaves, and literally nothing to my name. In a situation like this, I'm too bummed out to do anything and wait for other help from proper human history. But since I arrived first, I knew there were some things I needed to take care of. Fey 5 on finding Fey 5 on what they find interesting. So I went around putting up some shows in various cities. I sang songs, riled up crowds, told fairy tales, entertained housewives, and livening up the night. What do you mean by entertain housewives? Other nights, the people of the Fae come to know me as the regal fairy king of the fair no one heard about. Well, at least in major series anyway.
So I didn't know about you because I was from the countryside.
Sorry about that. I try to branch out more from here on. Still, it was a hard-fought battle in its own right. Can you imagine what it's like for me to have to act like nobility without actual capital? I can recall a few dozen times I lied about my stationery so I could sing a love song to a beautiful woman I met in a tavern. Indeed, there's nothing more exciting, tense, as that. As a fellow poet, I have great respect for what you accomplished here. I don't suppose you'd be willing to give me a few in-depth lessons on how to roll Fairy style, would you? If you really like to learn from me, I'll be glad to teach you what I know. Besides, with your music backing me up, I bet I could be able to expand my clientele even more.
Oh, now I see. You're both scavengers who can't be trusted around women's.
Oh. He doesn't know. She doesn't know. She doesn't know the riz my boy Fujimaru has.
Anyway, where should we sit, Orbeon?
My favorite table is the round one in the back, on the raised floor. It's harder for other Fae to see you there, and it gives you a nice view of the whole pug. Now, how about we start with a friendly toast of fruit water? Excuse me, cutie. Are you a new servant? No, we're gonna use the table in the back, okay? And we also like to order 4 apple waters.
You got it. I have them ready in a moment's notice. Huh? Huh? Da Vinci? Whoa, no way, Imp! It's really you! Alright, well. I would love to stream more, but I have some stuff to do. I'm gonna end it there, because we just reached the hour-long mark, and I think that's a good place to stop anyway. Oh gosh, my muscles are sore. Oh, my arms are so sore from yesterday. Anyway. Oh! Whew. Alright, let's see. Well, we got a little bit farther. I think we're still in, we're still in section 2. We're just gonna take a long time to do this. But, it's fun. So, thanks for watching. I'm gonna end the stream there. I hope to see you guys again.